if you're planning on flying anytime soon, you're going to have to deal with some changes on the U.S. major airlines, and that includes putting on the mask. Hey everyone, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time, News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. U.S. Airlines now saying, okay, it's time to make some changes with coronavirus numbers are going up in some states. Airlines, they don't want a repeat of what happened. They don't want people afraid of flying. They are trying to rebound in this economy. And according to CNN, United and other U.S. airliners will now basically tell customers and flyers, you've got to wear a mask, period. No questions at all. If you've got trouble breathing or if you have a health issue, okay, but it's no longer going to be an option. The story from CNN Travel, U.S. airline passengers who figured face mask enforcements had been more bark than bite could end up getting bit. Later this week, U.S. Airliners like United Airlines announced on Monday they intend to more strictly enforce mask wearing aboard their planes, including potentially banning passengers who refuse to wear masks. The announcements come in lieu of federal regulation requiring all passengers to wear masks, the sort of enforceable measures that governs requirements to wear seatbelts and not smoke. United Airlines came out Monday with its own separate announcement saying that if you refuse to wear a face mask beginning on June 18th, you could find yourself on a restricted travel list. Yeah. United saying that first, flight attendants will inform you of the mandatory face mask requirement if you're not wearing a face covering and you do not fall within a small group of exceptions. If you do not have a face covering, United will offer you one. They'll give you a nice little face covering. If some flyers refuse to wear a mask, the attendants will do their best to de-escalate the situation and again inform the customer of the policy. And then they say United's policy does not include forcibly removing a passenger who refuses to comply, but the attendants will file an incident report and you could find yourself on a restricted travel list in the future. 6 other major U.S. airliners, including American, Delta, Southwest, have all pledged to roll out new mask policies, enforcing penalties and everything else. So if you're planning on flying anytime soon, get ready to wear a face mask, even if you absolutely hate it. And then here's another bad thing going on with the U.S. airlines. This is not pretty at all. Some U.S. airlines are not serving alcohol anymore. That's right. No more alcohol on some U.S. airlines. That includes Delta and American Airlines, according to CNN, saying that they will no longer sell alcoholic drinks on board their flights, with face mask being mandatory on all flights. They say they don't want people to just drink and basically find a way around having to wear a mask, and that most of the drinks that are going to be found on the flights going forward, water. Yeah, water. That's about it, because they don't want people to take off the face mask, and I guess nobody really wants to drink water on the flights. It'll be interesting to see how this works out for flying the friendly skies. I think that at some point the airlines will probably have to give in a little bit because people who do fly, they're already annoyed. They have to go through airport security and everything else. Now this is one extra annoyance, and it's not like the major airliners are taking a discount on tickets. So something's going to have to give at some point, and I think it's going to be the mask and the no alcohol. I mean, come on, you got to allow alcohol on a flight. I mean, can you imagine going to Vegas and there being no alcohol on the flight? That's a shame. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. By the way, this is probably not the last you're going to hear about masks, and more businesses saying that you have to wear a mask with the rising cases, if you will, more testing and everything else going on with coronavirus. We're going to, and as the nation continues to reopen, we're going to see higher cases and more cases of coronavirus. And it's going to freak a lot of businesses out. It's going to freak a lot of people out. And the only answer many people have is to, cover up your face. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 on KFYO, and we'll talk to you then.